Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video. As you can already tell, today we are back on Pet Adventures, and just a couple of seconds ago, a brand new update has just gone live, being the very first one for the game. Aside from that, it is also the Valentine's Day update. Now, it wasn't really all that major, as I'm sure you guys can already imagine. They have gone ahead and added some Valentine's Day pets, but the way that you hatch these pets is extremely interesting. There isn't a Valentine's egg that you can just go up to and spend your diamonds on. You actually have to grind for this egg. I'll be showing you guys all of that just in a second, but before we get into that, I want to cover a couple of the fixes that they made, because I know a lot of you have been getting in contact with me trying to play the game, and unfortunately you guys haven't been able to, or you've been running into just different issues. Probably one of the biggest issues that a lot of you were having is the fact that you were joining a server and you guys weren't able to move around, and thankfully enough, that issue has now been fixed with this most recent Valentine's Day update. So if you were trying to test out the game yesterday, make sure to go ahead and give it another try today, because that will not be an issue anymore. Now let's go ahead and get into some of the good stuff here. So as you can already tell, I am now level 117. As for my position in the leaderboard, I'm currently in second place. Niloy is in first, which honestly, not too worried about it. I can easily get first place again. I just really been focusing a lot on getting not only the secret Titan pet, so that way I can go ahead and get my own pet in the game, but I've been also focusing on the starter eggs, because turns out the legendaries and some of the rares that you can actually get in the starter eggs turned into gold and astral are so much stronger than any of the other pets that are within the game. Obviously, aside from the Titan pets, because those are the top ones, they are just extremely hard to get. One thing that I didn't have in my video yesterday was the blue whale. This is the premium pet that you can get for, I believe it's like 1,000 Robux, maybe 1,100. And I'll go ahead really quickly here, unequip this one and equip the blue whale so you guys can take a look at how that looks, which honestly, it has to be one of my favorite pets in the game that I have so far. Look at how massive that guy is, dude. But as I mentioned before, there is pets that are a lot better than this, and surprisingly enough, they are in the starter egg. So don't worry, I'm going to be making a tips and tricks video. I know a lot of you, when I've been joining different games, have been telling me to go ahead and do that. I will be working on that very, very soon. But let's go ahead now and get right into this update. So in total, there is 4 Valentine pets that were added into the game. I'm not 100% sure if this counts as one of them, but there is a new exclusive pet aside from the blue whale, which yes, it actually is 1,000 Robux. But yeah, the new one that we're taking a look at here is called Care Bear. It has some pretty decent stats. I don't actually think I'm going to buy it, because to be completely honest, I'll probably end up replacing it as soon as I purchase it. But as I was mentioning in the start, the way that you get these Valentine pets is extremely interesting, because there is no physical egg that you can just walk up to and just infinitely hatch these. You actually have to go ahead in each and every single individual biome and find some of the love struck mobs. So if you notice right here, this mob is completely different than all of the other ones, and it's because if I was to kill this one, it's going to go ahead and give me some of the shards that I need in order to be able to even hatch that egg. So if I come into my inventory and switch over to view egg shards, I currently have 3 love struck shards, and we need a total of 15 in order to be able to get it. So let's go ahead and head on over to the level 80 area, being the jungle, find ourselves one of these love struck mobs, which honestly, they're really not that hard to find like the gold ones, and these guys technically should give me more shards than any of the other biomes. So I'm going to go ahead, rack up 15 of these shards, and we'll be right back so that we can open up one of the eggs. All right, so it has now actually been probably around 2 or 3 hours since the last time that I recorded, and the reason for this is because unfortunately, when the update went live, we were able to go ahead and pretty much collect as many shards as we wanted to, but the egg was unfortunately broken. But that's okay, because everything has now been fixed, and although I didn't really get much time to go ahead and really farm because I got busy doing a couple of other things, I do have 24 of the love struck shards right now. So at the very least, we're going to go ahead and hatch one of these. Obviously, enter the hatch area, grab your shards, put them in here, and you're going to need to wait a total of 3 minutes before the egg is available to hatch. Now, just a little bit of information that the developer actually went ahead and DM'd me right now. For those of you that are going to be farming for the love struck shards, starting from the mainland biome, there is a 5% chance for you to actually get love struck shards every single time that you take down one of the mobs. Keep in mind that you only get them from specifically the love struck mob. So if I head on over to the mainland again, these basically that have the hearts coming off of them and are glowing in purple, those are the ones that drop the shards. In this mainland, you have a 5% chance of being able to get a shard even when you take one of these down. So I could kill this one and there isn't a guaranteed chance that I'm going to get a shard. If you notice, I got 2 feline fragments, but I didn't get any of the love struck one. Now, as you progress through the different biomes, being obviously Pirate Island, Tundra, Jungle, and Skyland, those chances increase. So for those of you that are level 140, which I know nobody is right now, but let's say that you were level 140 and you had access to Skyland, all of the mobs that are love struck have a 100% chance of dropping the love struck shards. So just a quick little, information there for those of you that are interested in knowing. So now let's go ahead and hatch our very first egg here and see what we get. Maybe it's worth it. With my luck, we're probably gonna end up getting some like uncommon or a common. I'm that unlucky. But here we go. The egg is hatching. What is inside? A loving fox, which is, yes, of course, an uncommon. So again, keep in mind, there is a total of 4 of these pets. I'm going to take a wild guess that it's probably uncommon, rare, heroic, and legendary. I could be very wrong there, but I don't exactly know. All I do know is that we got the loving fox, which only does 115 damage. Not really all that great. And of course, thanks to the fact that I have the twin game pass, I got 2 of them, but still not that great. So yeah, man, nothing too crazy for the Valentine's update. But again, the game has really only been out for about, what, 2-3 days. Actually, I may have like my time totally confused. I think the game literally just came out yesterday. Regardless, this is just a minor update. Don't forget that if you are watching this video and you haven't watched any of my videos before, I do have a code in this game that gives you 1,500 diamonds when you start off. If you want, go ahead and use code carbon. I've obviously already redeemed this, so I can't use it, but make sure that you guys do. It's a nice little head start, especially if you're just getting started in the game. Before we end off the video here, I'm going to try to go ahead and gather 15 more so we can open up just 1 more egg. All right, so we've gone ahead now and collected the 15 that we need. Let's see if the RNG gods are gonna bless us. Look at Mr. Sidewinder. I see you, Carbon, those gold pets. All right, here we go. Fingers crossed, man. Please, just please give me something good. I'm begging you at this point. Come on, I believe. Well, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all types of different content. But that's going to go ahead and do it for today. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.